I'm Ashley Berger. I'm the Executive Director for Road to Home. We are partnering with the Low Income Housing Institute in the city of Bellingham to build and operate Garden View, a tiny home village here in Bellingham. I'm actually pretty new to the project. I came on board in March and hit the ground running because that's when we were starting our construction. So it's been a really fun roller coaster, but I'm pretty new to the project. I really just love the community support, so I am really integral into scheduling and recruiting for volunteers, and that's been a lot of fun just seeing how excited people are for this village and how they want to get involved in their community. So it's been really fun to see everybody show up every weekend. So we've got folks who have lived in other tiny home villages in town who have come out to support us and know about Road to Home and some of the folks that are on the board and are founders. So they've got relationships with people who are unsheltered currently, and so we've seen the support from those folks. We've got all kinds of people just coming out, people who are retired, people who are in construction and are lending their generous hands on the weekends on top of working during the week. A little bit of everybody, and we've been really fortunate to get some of the community support and the neighbors nearby. We've had some of the neighbors come out and help and volunteer, and so that's been nice. Really exciting to see. And then we've also been building relationships with the community gardeners next door, and so they've come out and shown up and looked at the site.
Oh, very good. Okay. Use one more.
It's my first day volunteering here. I had no idea what this organization was until I saw it advertised on the Instagram. The Melissa, who's the founder of this organization, she kind of advertised it, and then I saw it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how do I get involved? I want to sign up right now. So I signed up on their website, which is on their Instagram, and then she emailed me saying volunteering this Saturday from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Signed up, here I am. So amazing, everybody's here doing their thing, and I just want to keep coming here and volunteering to help the people who are in need. And this is the computer room sign that will be hung over there next to the bathroom, so that way people know where the computer room is.
Our goal is to open with 30 units, so at least 30 people into the village immediately. So we will have units available for couples. They will have a bigger bed and be able to accommodate. It's not the most ideal situation, but to be sheltered together instead of having to separate 18 and over, and then with an emphasis of elderly and medically fragile individuals. The houses we have 20 houses and 4 storage units that are already on site and in place. Those were built by Modular 360 in Ferndale, and those were purchased by the county. And then Road to Home is building 12 additional units, which you see behind me. And we're in progress of building 6, and then we'll phase in the additional 6 just right here in place. And the project is a collaboration of funding from the city of Bellingham and obviously the county's purchases of the tiny homes and a lot of support from the COVID relief dollars that were provided.
I actually know Melissa, who started Road to Home, and when she was looking at starting the whole program and getting involved in it, she was asking me if I would be interested in helping with the build information. I'm a builder, that's what I do professionally. So she came looking for advice, and I was interested in helping in the project. I think it's definitely something that we need more of, but it was kind of a tie-in, and unfortunately I'm not going to be able to stick with it too much longer just because of other obligations that I have, but was able to get it started and get it off the ground, and I'll try to make myself available as I can. Something we definitely needed in the community, and she needed help. I know a couple of people that are involved that try to volunteer as they can. It's very busy right now. The working 7 days a week can be a bit more than people can commit to, so it's been it can be a little taxing, but I think there are a lot of people in the community that are interested in helping, so people are trying to do it when they can.
That's great. So how long have you been working with them?
Since she started it. I think they're going to be able to do a lot of good, and I think that it's really well organized, which is it'll be a huge help for them just to have people that are that dedicated and starting out organized and starting out with a really solid plan. Makes it something that's going to create more achievable goals, I think, for the people that are involved. So.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, of course.
Well, my hope is to expand our touch point in the community. So there are lots of gaps that we have. Of course, we know individuals who have chronic mental illness are incredibly lacking in resources and programs available to them. We know that housing is lacking in Bellingham. Longer term residential programs. Staffing will be managed by both organizations, by Road to Home and by the Low Income Housing Institute. We call them Lehigh. And Lehigh will be managing the operations of the village, so they'll have village organizers and a special project manager who's here during the day, and then there'll be 24-hour staffing of village organizers into the evening and overnight. So staff will be here 24/7, and then Monday through Friday we'll have case management. So we'll have 1.5 case managers here during the day who will carry a caseload, helping folks, overcome housing barriers that they have, help them get connected with community resources if they need to be connected with medical providers or enroll in various programs that are available to them. Our case management team will be working on connecting with those, and then helping them create goals and plans for moving forward and how to eventually get into permanent and stable housing. And we have several allies that have volunteered and been trained through Road to Home, and as well as several clients who have signed up for services. And so what we do is we pair trained volunteers with individuals who are asking to receive help and who are currently living unsheltered. And so they work towards, improving their lives and working on individual goals. I'm an ally for a client right now, and we spent several months working on divorce paperwork. That was their primary concern, and that's what they wanted to work on. So we've been working on that. But we also do fun things, and the goal is just to build in social support for these individuals who oftentimes don't have the support built in place for them. So the ally shows up, they meet regularly, whatever works for the two of them. They exchange information, and sometimes they go fishing, or they meet for coffee, or go on a walk, or sometimes they fill out housing applications, or do divorce paperwork. So it's just another touch point that we have for folks in the community, and another layer of support that we can provide for people. It's our CAP program, our Community Ally program. And then we'll also be offering that service to residents here at Garden View, just to sort of bolster our case management. So all of the residents who are here will have the opportunity to have an ally partnered with them to help work on things outside of case management hours, but also just to continue that social support and do some fun things. What I hear personally is that that's not something that's on the forefront of a lot of folks' minds. People who are living unsheltered or in survival mode and worrying about where they're going to sleep and how to meet their basic needs. And so fun really is lowest of their priorities. So if we can help bring back a little bit of that life and bring a little bit of joy to their day, then we've done our job.
So if you want to look inside in here, can you swing in there? And then basically what you see is they get a bed, shelves, and that's a little electric heater there that plugs in. They get a fan, there's a smoke detector, a couple of outlets to recharge phones or whatever, plug in the heater, lights, and that's it. They'll have curtains on the windows. Each door has a combination lock, so they'll have individual combos so that they're secure, so no keys to lose or anything. And they can change these when people move in and out. apart.
We have, I think we have a 7-member board currently.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, we've got some new faces on the board and some really exciting energy, and we're working on diving into some projects and looking at where Road to Home will go in the future. So our hope is to find what those needs are in the community and try to meet those needs. You know, we've talked about a cottage program, we've talked about a couple of different things. My experience is very heavily in facilitation and skill building, and so I want to, you know, I have dreams of like some sort of skills day program or things like that. So it's all in the air, and we get to kind of decide what that looks like as we move forward. So our team is growing.